Welcome students. Today we will be studying how to solve January 2018 CXC math paper. So please kindly take lessons and practice the questions after the class. Thank you. So let's move on. The first question is we are asked to calculate 5 1 over 2 divided by 3 2 over 3 positive 1 4 over 5, giving your answer. As a fraction in its lowest form. So let us consider the question. Consider 5 1 over 2 divided by 3 2 over 3 positive 1 4 over 5. Now you have a division operator and an addition operator. So we will have to use this BODMAS. So what is this? B stands for bracket, O stands for off, division, M multiplication, A addition, and S subtraction. This is called as a BODMAS rule. And what does the rule gives us? It gives us the order of operation, execution. So how do you execute whenever you see the operators present? So that is the brief explanation of this rule BODMAS. I do not have brackets, but I do have a division operator. So this precedes. So this entire expression is rewritten as 5 1 over 2 divided by 3 2 over 3. So we will evaluate this. So I will use the word consider. So this is going to be equal to 2 times 5 10, 10 added with 1 is 11 over 2. This has to be divided by 3 times 3 9 added with 2 11 over 3. This is rewritten as 11 over 2. The division operator is written as the bar line over 11 over 3. I can rewrite this as 11 over 2. When I flip it, it becomes 3 over 11. 11 gets cancelled, giving us 3 over 2. So this is when I evaluate this expression. Now to this expression, 3, or I would say 5 1 over 2 divided by 3 2 over 3, I have to add 1 4 over 5. Okay, so this is equal to, in place of this I would substitute this 3 over 2 added with 1 4 over 5. So this can be rewritten as 3 over 2. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 added with 4 is what? 9 over 5. Now we need to get the LCM. The LCM for 2 and 5 is 10. You can either multiply 2 and 5 and write it there. 2 divides 10 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 divides 10 2 times. 2 times 9 is 18. Now 18 added with 15 will give me 33 divided by 10. Now we have to stop here. Okay, why? Because the requirement is as a fraction in its lowest form. Don't be tempted to divide 33 by 10. Okay, so this is the requirement. So we stop there. So having given you the solution, we move on to the next question. Now this is the next question. We are given 165 times 0.38 squared. Give your answer in exact form. Now this is a very important question because they have used this keyword exact form. Now sometimes instead of using exact form, they might even ask you to give your answer with or in 3 decimal places. Or give your answer to 3 significant digits. Now, all of these things are different. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how these questions are handled. So having given you that information, let me first show you how to answer this question in exact form. We are given 165 times 0.38 squared. I want to rewrite this as 165 multiplied with 0.38 times 0.38. Next, I want to rewrite this as 38 over 100 times 38 over 100. Next, I will reduce this with 2 and this with 2. Same I'm going to do, 19 over 50. So we have 165 times 19 over 50. Now you can actually multiply 19 with 19. If you are allowed to use calculator, you can key in 19 times 19. You get 361. 50 into 50, that's 2500. So now what you have to do is you will have to multiply 165 with 361 and divide by 2500. So 165 361, that's going to give me 59565 divided by 2500. Now you will have to reduce this. Okay, you will have to reduce this number. Now you can either start reducing it directly like this, or what you can do is you could have reduced this number right over here. Okay, so if I were to reduce this right over here, 5 divides here 5 times, 5 divides here 3 times, 15, and 1 again 3 times. So I would have 33 times 361 divided by 500. So you will have to multiply these two. But if you are reducing it here, you will have 5 dividing 5 once, 5 dividing 9, 145, that's 9 times, 1 time, and then 3 times. So 11913, this is going to be 500. Okay, so this is what you're getting. So in either way, it's your choice. Now the question is, what should we do after this? If the question wants you to give the exact form, you stop right here. Okay, this is your final solution. But if your question wants you to give the answer in 3 decimal places, okay, so what you can do then is take 11913 and you divide by 500. So what do you get? You get a value of 23.826. So they are asking us to give the answer in 3 decimal places. So what is the meaning of this? It means after the decimal place or after the decimal point, we need 3 digits, or I would say 3 numbers to be present. 3 numbers to be present. So we are getting only 3 numbers. So this would be the solution. What if you are getting 23.82573? In this case, you go to the fourth number. After a decimal place, you have 4 numbers, right? In fact, you are having 5 numbers, but I'm going to the fourth number. This is 5 and above, so you make it as 1 and you add it to 5. So you would have an answer like 23.826. So that will be your solution for this question. Now, what if they are asking you to produce the answer to 3 significant digits? That means, so let me place that. 3 significant digits. In that case, 1, 2, 3. That would be your solution. Okay, so 3 significant figures means, or 3 significant digits means you need to have only 3 numbers there in the final solution. Having given you all this, what if your answer, this is just a side note, what if your answer has got say 0.004567 and they are asking you to give the answer to 3 significant digits or 3 significant figures? Usually they might either place this or place this. So if the requirement is to 3 significant figures, you cannot outrightly stop here with 0.00, right? What you need to do is 0, you cannot consider 0 as a significant figure, right? After decimal you have 2 zeros here. So what you need to do, it does not mean that you need to drop them, but you need to write the answer like this: 0.00. 1, 2, 3. This would be considered as your significant figure. So if you're rounding this up, you would have to write it as 7. Okay, because after the number 6 you got 7, so you can't take just 6 and place it. You need to round this and you need to place this. This is your right answer. Now, if there is a question, if you are giving the solution like this, would you be given marks? If only you are giving the solution like this, 0.004567. No, they wouldn't give you the marks. Why? This is the requirement. They are specifically giving you the requirement. Produce the answer to 3 significant figures or to 3 significant digits. This is required. So if this is the requirement and you are giving this solution and expect the examiner to give you scores for this, then that's not going to be happening, right? So you have to read the question and then answer to the point. In most cases, you have to be very, very vigilant in questions of this nature. It might look simple, but behind that simplicity, there is a hidden complex nature of the question. So having given you all this, let's move on. So just one more question or one more part of the question requirement. If they ask you to give the answer to 2 decimal places. So in this situation, what the solution would be? Now after the decimal point, you need only 2 numbers or 2 digits. Apparently you see here 8 to 6. You convert the 6 to 1 and add it to 2 and give the answer as 23.83. Okay, so that's a solution for that question. Now if they ask you give the solution to the nearest whole number, how do you do that? Now what you have got, 23.826. So the nearest whole number to 23.826 is going to be 24. So the solution for this is 24. So I have exhausted all possible probabilities in which this particular question can be asked. So let's move on to the next one. So this is the next question. Mr. Adams invested $5,000 at the credit union and received $5,810 inclusive of simple interest after 3 years. Now this is what he gets after 3 years. First one is find the simple interest. The second one is the annual interest rate paid. The third one is we have to find the length of time it will take for the investment to double. So this is a solution. The amount invested, or you can call it as the principal, that is $5,000. Amount received with interest is $5,810. So the simple interest formula is amount received minus amount invested. Amount received $5,810, amount invested $5,000, so $810. So this is the simple interest. Is $810. You box it. Next, they are asking you to find the rate of interest. Rate of interest is required. Now the formula, simple interest amount is equal to P R T divided by 100. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time of investment. So principal is 5,000, rate we need, the time is 3 years over 100, the amount received is 810. Cancel the 2 zeros, you are left with 50 times R times 3 is equal to 810. Bring everything to the left and rewrite it as R is equal to 810 divided by 50 into 3. 0 gets cancels. 3 divides here 3 divides here 8. 8 2s are 6, carry 2, 7. So 27 divided by 5. So you divide 27 by 5. 5 5s are 25, 2.04. So the rate is 5.4%. You need to put that percentage sign there. Okay, this is the interest given. So let's move on to the next one. So the third one is find the time taken for the investment to double. So this is the original investment, okay, amount. Now to double means you need for 5,000 added with 5,000, this is going to be the interest, right? So if I were to use this formula P RT over 100, I need to get a simple interest of 5,000 for the principal 5,000. The rate of interest is actually given as 5.4, right? This is what we have got, 5.4. So we have to put that 5.4 there. 5.4 multiplied with t divided by 100. So cancel these two zeros. You can cancel this 0 versus this 0. So you have 50 is equal to 5 multiplied with 5.4 multiplied with t. You can rewrite it as t is equal to 50 divided by, bring everything down, 5 into 5.4. 5 divides here 10 times. So you have 10 over 5.4. I want to take this 0 off, so I multiply by 10, I divide by 10. You have 100 divided by 54, right? So we will have to divide that and find the value. 100 divided by 54. You are getting so upon simplification, we've got 500 here equal to 5 times 5.4 times t. I need to get the value of t. So I'm going to rewrite it as 500 divided by 5 times 5.4. 5 divides here 100. I have 100 over 5.4. I need to get rid of this point. So I multiply by 10 and divide by 10. I get 1000 divided by 54. So let us see 1000 divided by 54. 18.51. 18.51. So what is the meaning of this? T is equal to 18.51. You can box that. The meaning is it will take 18.51 years for the amount to double itself. 18.51 years. So let's move on to the next one.